Like, it's ridiculous. If a woman in her sound mind, who is, regardless of age, if a woman from the age of 10 to 89 doesn't want a child, there is no moral law that says she has to. There are many misogynistic white supremacy laws that say otherwise, but honestly, I'm not sure why anyone would want to live in a country where women can't get an abortion. Because men care more about kids than they do the woman who has to carry it. If you don't treat a mother well, you won't treat a child well. And the lack of disrespect that organized religion shows women and how they view women is terrifying. When I lived in LA, I would meet people from all the countries in this globe. I would meet people from China and India. And India is the most dangerous place last year to be a woman. You can't even ride the bus without somebody attempting to chokehold you or pull down your pants. And I'm not trying to be graphic. I'm just, I know where it's dangerous. Any place that is governed by religious law or archaic religions, it is dangerous and sometimes deadly to live in these places. If a woman acknowledges, pursues, and controls her own sexual autonomy, they kill you in several countries, many of them. If two consenting adult gay or lesbians in certain countries do what they want in a moral way, it's not legal because in some countries around the world they kill you or put you in prison. Why is it not enough that if two adults who, aren't cheating on anybody and enthusiastically consent and have boundaries and show respect, why is that not enough to let them make their own decisions? And it's interesting how if you're not a white male or a male, like cisgendered, they will not see you as a fully human, fully adult, fully sovereign human being. Our laws about abortion show that they view women as ovens, like birthing ovens. They view them as livestock, and they have nothing but contempt for the female reproductive organs. I honestly believe that most men hate women. They just say they like them so they can have a legacy. You look at what happened at Charlie Kirk's funeral, the Grindr app that, had an issue. I honestly believe that every single Republican, conservative, Christian nationalist is secretly gay. They just can't come out and lose everything. So they ruin a woman's life and everyone who knows her's life. And I honestly believe that organized religion represses and suppresses people's sexuality to the point they can't even have healthy relationships. I knew a person in my Sunday school class who did not have a sexual awakening until they were 28 because of fundamentalist Christianity. No talk about safe sex, enthusiastic consent, prophylaxis, disease. Nobody ever discussed with this person or with me that sex is normal and that urges are fine as long as you get enthusiastic consent and it's with an adult or someone like your age if you're under 18. I think they call those the Romeo and Juliet laws. But organized religion villainizes normal things. And the medical field does not recognize porn addiction or sex addiction. It's not a thing. I honestly believe that organized religion creates their own addicts. They put a label on normal behavior and call it an addiction and a curse. without ever mentioning or acknowledging that 1%, or approximately 82 million people, are asexual and have no sex drive. They honestly believe that having no sex drive, or a sex drive that is very different, either sporadic or a different type of sexuality, or the lack thereof, is as unnatural as people with normal behavior. As long as you're not being a creep about it and you do things alone or with a consenting partner. I mean, organized religion, if they spend as much time monitoring and making rules about people's genitals and people's consensual activity, and instead put it on protecting kids without enabling predators, and actually viewing women with respect and legislating abortion laws and rights, I would actually respect the church more. But I remember years of women sitting in church hearing about how having sexual urges leads to sin. I mean, that's as stupid as telling someone, well, you have an ovary. You might do something that leads to the sin of pregnancy, so your ovaries are sinful. Like, just because you have an urge doesn't make the urge bad. As long as you are law-abiding and find someone who wants to do the same things you do with the same kind of enthusiasm, go for it. I mean, Christians have a problem with two people consenting, doing things they want to do, while not having a problem and enabling and supporting people who go after children and people who don't want to do things with these people. And calling this person a person is the best I'm going to do about it. The church does not view women as being whole. This is a problem because this is where a lot of domestic abuse flourishes. When you teach a narrative that women are inferior, that women are the weaker sex, which is not scientifically, medically, and factually correct, there are women out there that are more physically fit, stronger, and more powerful than some men. I mean, there are bodybuilders. There are people who have more of a masculine figure and physique, even though that's entirely BS when you think that a strong physique is masculine. There are men out there that may or may not have any muscle mass. I mean, generalizing people based on what's between your legs is utter ridiculousness. And it goes even further. The reason why people don't take women seriously when they talk is because they don't see them as human. They see them as hysterical, hormonal women, even though, medically speaking, men are more emotional than women. Not all men, but the majority of men on this planet are more emotional than women. Why? That's how men are. Second reason is because most men don't know how to regulate human emotion without thinking they're gay, feminine, or a loser. Imagine going through life and believing that showing any feelings of sadness, love, or affection for somebody of the same sex or someone they care about, they can't express that because they feel it's unmasculine. How does this translate into world politics? We've never had a female president in America because deep down, people are more comfortable with a convicted felon, a rapist, and a child trafficker than they are around a woman, a minority individual, or a gay person who may or may not have the right experience. I mean, we had a female vice president who had the experience to do the job. And yet, we sided with a white man who has never kept his hands to himself and believes that women are